There are two kinds of thesis statements to keep in mind, both for the SAT and your future college career. And let's just get an overview of these two things that I want to deal with in the first part of this course. One is what I like to call the tug-of-war thesis statement. And the other one is the three-part foreshadow. Now, like in any art, whether it's music or painting or martial arts, there are infinite ways to get results. But with academic essays, these two strategies just tend to make getting those results easier. So let's go ahead. Oh, look at these stick figures. So I just want to deal right now with the tug-of-war thesis statement as illustrated by this sophisticated drawing. All right, but before I talk about what this drawing actually represents, let me just say the tug-of-war thesis is one that contains two opposing lines of thought. It's like the ideas are pulling against each other in your thesis statement, like they're fighting, like these guys here. And you're going to declare the winner right away, and your essay is going to back up your judgment call. So one way I like to conceive of the tug-of-war thesis statement is literally to think of two ideas battling it out, and they're pulling in opposite directions here, and you're going to declare which of these two stick men, or the stick men of the intellect, which one is the winner. All right, but this is a little bit abstract right now, a little bit theoretical. So let's actually look at examples to help us out here. Okay, this is an example of a tug-of-war thesis statement. Even though cultivating one's passions is essential in the quest for self-fulfillment, financial stability is paramount because it lays the groundwork for pursuing higher aspirations, helps us survive the crises that visit us in life, and enables us to take care of our parents when they pass into old age. Now, the first thing you might notice about this thesis statement is it's long, right? And maybe you've been taught that long thesis statements are just automatically bad. That's not true. It is true that writing long thesis statements like this one is a bit risky, and the three things you can do to help avoid the trap of writing a bad thesis statement when you're dealing with these long statements is to, first of all, avoid wordiness. You don't want to have excess verbiage in there. And also you want to avoid confusing syntax. And finally, you just want to make sure that the thesis statement's length is called for. And in this case, I think the author's thesis statement's length, I think it is called for. So here's the first part of this statement. Cultivating one's passions is essential in the quest for self-fulfillment. That part of the thesis statement is like this stick figure right here. This is the stick figure saying, cultivating one's passions is essential, etc., etc. But then the writer turns around and says financial stability is paramount. All right, so here, this stick figure here can represent financial stability. Okay, and why? Well, it lays the groundwork for pursuing higher aspirations. That is like another stick figure on this side of the rope pulling along. I want to give it a mean face. Bit of funny little thing on the head. Okay. Anyways, and then the second reason is financial stability helps us survive the crises that visit us in life. That's like yet another stick figure pulling on, I'll give this one a devious smile and a head of hair. Pulling on this side of the rope, pulling this way, and financial stability enables us to take care of our parents when they cross over into infirmity, old age, ill health, etc. And that is yet another stick figure pulling along, and I'll give this person long hair. So just for the fun. Anyways, you can tell that the writer thinks this side of the argument is going to win this tug-of-war match. You can tell that by the syntax and also just through the content of this thesis statement. Okay? This is a tug of war. The ideas are pulling against each other.